Good evening. Welcome to the Oranmore-Maree 1 Lotto. We're doing it here from the Maree Community Centre. It's Monday the 22nd of May. Shane Colleran, the under-16 mBunscol manager, and Féile manager is here to help us tonight.
Hello all.
Now we'll start. This one.
Number 31. The wrong way there.
Okay. Here. Wednesday.
Number 19. Number 7. The wrong way, there we go.
Last one.
Number 26. Do we have a winner?
Thank you very much. Thanks. Match freeze. Okay.
Is that it done?
Hello and welcome to the Oranmore-Maree 1 Club News for this week, and thanks very much for doing the Lotto. There we'll have our results a little bit later on. Well, we're spoiled for news this week with plenty of successes to report. Finals, of course, for our teams across Connacht and Galway among them indeed, and All-Ireland final appearances to come for some of our players. Also, well, firstly, well done to the under-20 hurlers, of course, who won the A-League after defeating Crokes in Duggan Park on Wednesday night. The sides were level at the break after a tight first half in which neither team dominated for any period. Indeed, in the second half, Oranmore-Maree started brightly with goals from Ryan O'Donnell and Jake Keedy, of course, and a flurry of points also from Ruben David, Rory Burke and Anthony Keedy, while Crokes scored 2 late goals as the game finished 321 to 217 in favour of our lads, of course. And Ruben David, the winning captain there, pictured, of course, accepting the cup after the game. Well done to all of the team and management. You can see all the names listed there: Declan Burke, Sean Conley, Jerry Carr, Oran Fahy, Evan Grealish, Shane Holland, Cian Connaughton, Owen Lohan, Cathal Sweeney, Evan O'Rourke, Anthony Cady, Michael Whelan, Aaron Doyle, Ryan O'Donnell and Jay Keedy, Harry Keedy, Paul Carroll, Coon Quinlan, Carl Quinlan, Liam Burke, Aaron Annan, Garrett Long, Alan Connaughton, Jamie Cullinan, Patrick and Rory Burke, Ruben David and Connor Butler. And of course in the management, of course, Alan Bannon, the team manager, and the selectors in the backroom team of Dermot Lohan, Richie Burke, Kieran Blake, John Flaherty, Sean Bannon, Leo Quinlan and Tom Carr. Overall, a very successful league campaign with 28 players seeing game time. Well, another team that were in final action, and congratulations go to the Mhuire senior ladies footballers. They unfortunately finished runners-up, but it was after a busy day in the Connacht Club Senior Sevens competition at the Connacht Centre of Excellence in Bacon yesterday. A first foray into sevens action for the senior ladies, with their only loss in the competition coming in the final against Kilmacud, while 3 wins against Dunmore McHale's Westport and Tuam Cortoon and a draw against Mike Cullen put them into the cup final against tournament favourites Kilmacud. While only 1 point in arrears at half time, the day's exertions took their toll in the end, with Kilmacud pulling away to run out deserved winners in the end. Well, thanks to team mentors, physio and supporters who travelled, and you can see team captain Laura Ahern receiving one of the trophies here from the Connacht president, of course, Galway man Con Moynihan. And finally, well done to all of the squad on the day who continue to be brilliant representatives for our club indeed. Well, congratulations to the Galway Minor Hurling team on booking their place in the All-Ireland Final on Sunday week next. Of course, that's June 4th. Well done to our own club representatives on the squad: Thomas Blake, Colin Burke and Dylan Melia on their 318 to 110 semi-final win over Cork at FBD Semple Stadium on Saturday. Colm scoring a point which went to Hawkeye before it was awarded, but we never had any doubt indeed that it was going to be awarded as a score. The final against Clare will throw in at 1 p.m. on Sunday, June 4th, as we mentioned, also in Semple Stadium, and it's part of a double header with the All-Ireland Under-20 Hurling Final between Cork and Offaly. Both games are live on TG Car. Well, best of luck to Harry and Jake Keady and Cathal Sweeney, along with Coach Willie Burke and all of the Galway squad in this Saturday's Colonel Michael Hogan Celtic Challenge Under-17 Hurling Final. That one's against Tipperary. The game throws in at 3:30 in St Brendan's Park in Birr this coming Saturday, which is May 27th, of course, indeed. Well, to the Connacht Minor Football Final, and of course all the best to the Galway Minor lads footballers on well, they're unbeaten, of course, in the Connacht Championship, and now look ahead to a provincial final against Mayo in Tuam this Friday evening. That one's on May 26th at 7 p.m. Best of luck to our clubmen Michael Burke, Kieran McDonough, James Murphy and Coach Tim Rabbit in that one, and the game, of course, is live on TG Car. Well done to the Oranmore Boys National School Hurling team who got through to the mBunscol final today. They beat Carnmore, Ballinderreen and Bonmore schools. The final will take place on the 15th of June and the opposition is unknown as of yet. While the Oranmore Boys National School Football mBunscol team pictured here, they're also through to the county final. They beat Killeen, Carnmore and Corndulla on the 11th of May, and they'll now face Gaelscoil Vic Owlig from Knocknacara on June 1st in the final. So well done to all involved there, and best of luck in the finals to both squads indeed. Well, sticking with mBunscol action, and well done to young whistler Tom Grealish from Scull Joseph Naomh in Oranmore, who was the referee for the half-time mBunscol game during yesterday's Leinster Senior Hurling Championship game between Galway and Antrim. And you can see Tom pictured here in the middle with both squads. And well done also to Gearoid McInerney and his Galway colleagues on their 5-29 to 122 win in that game against Antrim. Gearoid put in a super display and is one of two Galway men who's been announced on the GAA hurling team of the week, of course. The other one being Conor Cooney at centre half forward. So well done to the lads. Galway lead the table on scoring difference ahead of the final group game away to Dublin next Sunday in Parnell Park. And that one is at 2 p.m. Well, some action from tonight then, and the Oranmore-Maree Under-12 Camogie girls took on Athenry in the penultimate group game this evening. In an extremely exhilarating encounter, our girls came out in top, and Carnmore will be the opponents on Wednesday night in the final group game, and a win on Wednesday should put the girls through to the knockout stages. That game this Wednesday, as I said, and it'll be on the pitch behind the church in Oranmore, and that one is at 6:30 p.m. Meanwhile, it was a quiet weekend on the adult front this week in Camogie. However, as we said, our juvenile section is very busy. Many games being played throughout the week. Of course, that under-12 game tonight. Our under-11s were also in action against Cusharga this evening, and despite a spirited performance, lost out in the end, while our under-10s will play Crockwell on Wednesday, and we wish them all the very best. Meanwhile, our academy still takes place every Sunday. It's open to new members. For more information, you can email our secretary on secretary.oranmore-maree.galway@camogie.ie, and as you can see there, the under-6s at 11:15, the 7s at 12 noon, the 8s at 1 p.m, and the 9s at 1 p.m. also. So plenty to look forward to there indeed. And speaking of things to look forward to, and of course the Renville Project very much up and running now, and as we successfully pass the planning stage, and while we continue with developing our plans for phase 1 of the project, plans to have 2 areas at the top of the site that can be used by teams for training. And there's a lane from the car parks at the top of Renville Park which leads to the entrance to the site, and this lane will be used for access for the players. Well, as can be seen here, the site is already being worked upon, and the grass being cut in the site. And as you can see, machinery getting ready to clear the laneway and road the areas which will be used for training as well. And thanks to Jamie and Derek Cumann and Paul Brown for the great work on the access lane on Saturday, and to Pat Burke also for sorting out the grass areas. And a reminder that we're having the presentation of the plans for phase 1 of the project at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. That's June 2nd in the Galway Bay Golf Resort, and we look forward to seeing you all there indeed as well. Well, moving along, and it's been a busy time also for the Oranmore-Maree Under-9 boys, who are up in Dublin in Kilmacud Crokes in action in their Under-9 Festival of Football, which took place on Sunday at the UCD campus in Dublin. While Oranmore-Maree had 2 teams in action in the tournament, and an early start for the lads as they boarded the bus at 7:45 a.m. in Oranmore to head for Dublin. Well, we two teams travelling, as I said, and both doing themselves proud indeed, and their coaches and their parents also, and all the club members. Both teams winning 2 games and losing 2 games as well, and certainly a memorable trip for all of the boys. And thanks to Kilmacud Crokes indeed for the invite to what was a fantastic tournament. Well, moving along, and this time it's to adult football we go, and our junior C's, who had a great win over Bearna by 3-16 to 2-7. It was the second victory of the campaign, and well done to all involved indeed. Jack Grealish top scoring with 1-5. Paul Carroll had 5 points, while Brian Fahey had 1-2. It was 1-1 for Andy O'Connell, while Barry Smith, Charlie Crowley and Noel Qualter were on target with a point each. Meanwhile, the Junior A footballers had a narrow loss, 1 point in the end, against St Michael's on a 110 to 12 point scoreline. An excellent game all round, and they just hadn't that piece of luck that would be required in these tight games. Well, a huge effort by the entire squad, and hopefully better days are ahead for sure, as they're certainly playing well in general at the moment. Well, the scorers on the day were Iggy Clark with 7 points, Connor Qua with 2 points, and 2 points also from Jason Meehan, while Aaron Fahey was on target with a point in that game as well. And just a word on some upcoming fixtures then this week also for the lads too. And on Tuesday, tomorrow night, the under-16s are in county semi-final action. That one is against Tuam Stars, and it's in Oranmore at 7:45. On Wednesday, the under-19B West League finals against Bearna in Mhuire at 7:30. On Thursday, the intermediates are in league action against Cartoon Shamrocks away at 7:30. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, that Connacht Minor Football Final is on this coming Friday night, 7 o'clock in Tuam Stadium. Good luck to all our teams involved this week. Well, moving on to the Naomh under 12s, the 4 teams in action continuing their county league campaigns this week. The Red Squad followed up on their victory in round 3 against Monaghan Abbey with another win on the road against Caltra. Next up for them is Salthill Knockmacarra in round 5 on Saturday in Old-Maree. After 3 wins in their opening 3 rounds, the Orange Squad came up just short against a very strong Tuam Cartoon side. They now face Curfin in Newmaree on Friday. The Green Squad are in a very competitive group, were narrowly defeated by St James at the weekend in round 5, and now face a long journey to Glinsk for their next match. While on Sunday, the Blue Squad took on Father Griffin's Éire Óg and came away with a hard-earned win, and Salthill Knockmacarra in what is their final round of the league. And thanks, as always, to all of the parents for their continued support. Well, finally, the club press competition, of course, is underway. And who better task to design a new crest for the one club than the entire community of Oranmore and Maree. The design of the crest could be with us for a while, of course, and it's an opportunity for a little creativity for someone artistic to design it and try and capture the the essence of the one club as well as our wonderful location. Well, the entry forms will be going into the following schools next week: Oranmore Boys School, Mary National School, Oranmore Girls School, Oranmore Gael School, and Cala Sanctus College in Oranmore. And the link to enter the competition will be on Clubs app from next Monday. That's May 29th, of course. And we'll have more details on the prizes, etc. in the coming week. Well, that's your Oranmore-Maree One Club news for this week. And finally, just to check in on the Lotto once again. Of course, the numbers drawn were 31, 19, 7 and 26. And we had a welter of match 3 winners. This is the biggest we've had for a while. We have, I think it's 7 match 3 winners. So plenty to spread that €150 among this week as well. Congratulations to Katie, to Odetta Doherty, who had 2 tickets winning this evening for match 3. Well done to Odetta. Frank Grealish, Patrick G. Ford, Imelda Shaughnessy and Avril Shaughnessy, the other winners tonight as well. So well done to all of you. No jackpot winner tonight. That means the jackpot next Monday, the 29th of May, is €19,600. And what an amount of money that would be to win. And I'm sure everyone will want to be in for that one. Just a quick word as well. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, to our YouTube channel for notifications of when we go live and other videos are posted as well. And also, we'd love to hear from you. To get in touch, you can contact your section PRO. You can send us a message on Facebook, Oranmore-Maree GAA Club, Twitter, GAA Maree Oran, or Instagram, Oranmore_Maree_GAA as well. But that's our lot for this week. Thanks once again for joining us. Until next week, Slán is Banat.